Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dark Matter Wolf here at the Wolfstead of Champions with another Marvel Champions unboxing. We have today the Next Evolution expansion, and this concludes our unboxings. We are all caught up. This is the last video that I have to do of unboxings. Then I got a whole unboxed collection, and we are going to dive into the world of Marvel Champions fully. But do not be alarmed if you're a new viewer or a new player. I'm gonna have a lot of beginner tips, a lot of beginner content, a lot of beginner decks. Then I'll also have some more seasoned, more veteran style content as well, because I've read every card at least twice to 4 times already doing this unboxing and stuff. So if you're a new player, welcome. If you're a new viewer, welcome to the Wolfstead of Champions. I do everything Marvel Champions, so go ahead and subscribe. This is the channel for you. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back to the Wolfstead of Champions. Here we are going to be unboxing the X-Force expansion box. Let's dive right in. Okay, Marvel Champions, the card game here, ladies and gentlemen. I already cut this here because I always struggle to take the shrink off, and I just you guys don't watch these videos to watch me struggle with the shrink, so we went ahead and took care of that today. The last box I at least came prepared. This is going to be the rule insert booklet, the little cardboard that always comes there. We'll put this over there. We get Domino and Cable. I'm really excited to play Cable. I've been reading his cards there, his psionic cards and his side scheme cards look really cool. Okay, so Marvel Champions, Next Evolution. I'm the Juggernaut. Ain't nothing, ain't nobody can beat me. Kane Marco. Okay, you get Cable from the future. 2 complete pre-built decks. You get the Miranders, Juggernaut, Mr. Sinister, and Strife. The giant size 260 card expansion brings X-Force to Marvel Champions, the card game, along with a brand new card type, player side schemes. Now, players can pursue their own objectives to power up their heroes and take down the villain. Next Evolution comes with 5 all-new interconnected scenarios that task you and your friends with uncovering who wants to kidnap Hope Summers, Cable's adopted daughter, and why. Can you thwart this diabolical plot and save Hope? All right, so this is going to be the rule booklet. So you got Cable, and then you have the cards here. So let's go ahead and jump into this here. All right, you get the player side schemes here. A player can only play a player side scheme during their turn. When a player side scheme enters play, it is placed next to the main scheme in the villain's play area. Each player side scheme enters play with an amount of threat, yada, 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 yada. I'm going to do a complete breakdown of all this stuff, so don't worry. I'm just looking for things that are new here to me and also to you. Campaign mode rules. This card is basic, but also specific to the Next Evolution campaign. Resource pouches. So, I mean, campaign cards is also kind of like, I'm not going to use campaign cards in deck building. You can, but I feel like that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So here is the scenario 2, and then scenario 3, scenario 4, scenario 5 with Strife, and then there's Deadpool and Angel. Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, Apocalypse. What happened here? We were and when we should be. We are where and when we should be. This can't be right. Domino Justice and Cable Leadership. All right, let's jump into this unboxing here. Here we go. Let's start with Cable, because I'm excited and I want to play Cable. Here we go. Now that is a fresh pack, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. This is a 2023 pack, hand size of 5, 12 hit points, 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. Soldier X-Force Cable. Response: after Cable defeats a side scheme, ready him. He's Nathan Summers here. This is the son of Scott and Phoenix, or what's her name? The clone of Jean Grey. You may include player side schemes from any aspect into your deck. Soldier X. Setup. Search your deck and discard pile for a player side scheme and put it into play. Okay, that is going to be Cable. You get 1 copy of Body Slide. You get 3 copies of Mind Scan. You get 1 copy of Precognition. You get 2 copies of Telekinetic Blast, a copy of Technovirus Purge, Gray Malkin, 1 copy of the Professor. You get 1 copy of Ascani's Son, the title card. 1 copy of Forced Amnesia, 1 copy of Plasma Rifle, 1 copy of Telekinetic Force Field, 1 copy of Temporal Leap. This is going to be Cable's hero-specific cards here. I love it because he revolves around a lot of player side scheme stuff. So remove 3 threat from a scheme, remove 1 additional threat for each scheme for each side scheme in the victory display pile. So what you want to do is you want to get your Technovirus Purge, because this here characters other than Cable cannot remove threat from Technovirus Purge. While Technovirus Purge is in the victory display, Nathan Summers and Cable gain the psionic trait, and Cable gets 1 thwart, 1 attack, and 1 defense. So this is really good because he gains the psionic on alter ego and hero, which is really good. And he gets 1+1/1 on each stats there, so it makes him a 3/3/3 hero, which is very crazy good. Telekinetic Blast here does 6 damage to an enemy, 1 additional damage to that enemy for each side scheme in the victory display. And then his rifle also does up to 4 damage, spending 1 energy resource for having a deal 1 damage to an enemy for each side scheme in the victory display. So you want to load up your victory display at least 4, maybe more, because this here does more. If you have 10, you'll do 10 thwart off of a thing for 2 damage, but that's a lot of side schemes. So it's possible you could do it. This is going to be Cable's hero-specific cards here. I love it already, and I cannot wait to play Cable. I might actually make a Cable deck today and play him today. All right, you get a copy of Caliban. You get a copy of Phantomax. You get a copy of Sunspot here. You get 3 copies of Mission Planning. You get Player Side Scheme, Call for Backup, Lock and Loaded, and then Establish Perimeter. The EVA works with Phantomax here. If Phantomax is not in play, discard the EVA. You get 3 copies of the Uncanny X-Force, which is if each of your characters has the X-Force trait, each ally you control gains 1 thwart and takes 1 less consequential damage after thwarting a side scheme. So really good. You want to do this so you can thwart all the side schemes and then just get all them locked and loaded, call for backup, and then also the establish perimeter, so then you can just build up all the side scheme display and win the game. So really cool, very excited for all these side scheme that you can do. There's a couple rulings on your side schemes. So if you're in a game of 1 to 2 player, you can only have 2 side schemes. Sorry, you can only have 1 side scheme in play at a time. If you started the game with 3 and 4 players, and I say started the game because say you're halfway through the game and 2 players died and it's only 2 more people left, then you could still have 2 player side schemes in play. If you play another one while there's 2 in there, the owner has to choose which to discard, not defeat, discard. And you don't get the kickers here when defeated. So you got to keep that in mind. That is how that works. I'll do a complete whole video on how player side scheme works and all that stuff later. So make sure to subscribe. Here is Mission Leader. 1 copy. You get a copy of Deadpool. Get a copy of Deathloke. You get Frenemies. You get Build Support, which is another player side scheme. I'm actually going to put that here for organization purposes. And then you got a really crazy good card here, the Power of the Mind resource. This counts as a double resource card, generates while paying for a psionic card. All of his cards are pretty much psionic. You could also use this with Psylocke. You could also use it with Phoenix. Makes them insane, insanely good. So keep that in mind if you are playing Cable. That card is really good. You get the Scimitar here, which is a psionic weapon. After you play another psionic card, exhaust Scimitar, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So kind of like Sky Destroyer, where you deal 2 damage when you play another shield card. You get 3 copies of Sidearm. You get, here is going to be his ally-specific obligation, or hero-specific obligation. Technovirus Resurgence. You get Strife, Back to the Future, Mind Scan, Telekinetic Blast, and Telekinetic Force Field. These are the cards that come with our Cable Cabal. Really cool, really excited to just play Cable. He looks like a really fun, crazy character to play. All right, that is that. We'll put that off to the side here, and we'll jump into Domino. Okay. All right, Domino here. Sorry for the way that I open plastic and stuff. I know it's like cringy to some people. Okay. That is a good pack there. We got Domino and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Just kidding. That is my team. That is my baseball team. If you guys watch baseball, Arizona Diamondbacks I love that team. Domino here is a 1 2 attack, 3 defense, Posse X Force. When counting resources on cards discarded from the top of your deck, count each printed resource, each printed wild icon resource twice. Choose a card in your hand, swap that card with the top card of your deck. 9 hit points, 5 hand size, 6 hand size. Choose a card in your hand, swap that card with the top card of your discard pile. Nina Thurman. Okay, discard pile, that's cool. You get Diamondback, you get Outlaw. Those are going to be the Posse heroes there. Sorry, ally-specific heroes. I love the color scheme here. It's kind of like a little mint green, seafoam green with like kind of grayish fade into it black. I love this. I love the color here. That color right there looks really nice. It's really nice. I like it. You get a good workout here. 2 copies of a good workout. 2 cost event. Attack superpower. Hero action. Deal 4 damage to an enemy and discard the top card of your deck. For each resource icon discarded this way, deal 1 additional damage to that enemy. You get Luck Be a Lady, 1 cost event, Right Place, Right Time. You get Jackpot, and then this card here is one of my favorite cards in just designs. It's Pip the Pug. He's just the cutest thing ever, and I love pugs. And this card here is an alter ego action. Exhaust Pip the Pug. Play. Put 1 Domino or Posse card from your discard card on top of your deck. Love that. You get the Painted Lady. You get Domino's Pistols here. And then you get Lucky and Good, Lucky Break, and Probability Field. So you get Probability Field there. You get Lucky Break and Lucky and Good. Cool. This is going to be her hero specific deck. Hero specific kit here, her hero kit for Domino. Okay, let's go ahead and jump to our obligations first. You get Memories of Armageddon, Topaz, Not My Lucky Day, Prototype, and then 2 copies of Super Power Feedback. That is going to be her obligation and her Domino Nemesis cards. Okay, we'll put that off to the side now. We'll go ahead and open up Feral. We have Feral here. Wolf's Bane. 3 copies of Even the Odds. You get 3 copies of Team Investigation. You get a player side scheme of Take Out the Guards. and 3 copies of Overwatch there. You also get the Posse, White Fox, and Atlas Bear added to your collection there. You get a really super awesome player side scheme here that I will show off in a second once I organize these cards in a way. The super awesome side scheme that you get is going to be Super Power Training. When defeated, each player may search their deck and discard power for an identity-specific upgrade and put it into play. This is such a good card for like multiplayer games. You get an upgrade and you attach it, you activate it for free. You just put it into play. And then you shuffle. Class is in session, Charles Xavier. This is a really good card because like if you're playing multiplayer, then everyone can go. Every hero specific has pretty much a hero specific upgrade. If it doesn't, I'm not sure. I think at least they have one, but that is such a good card there. You get Digging Deep, which is really good for Domino because when it gets discarded, it counts as an extra resource there. After this card is discarded from the top of your deck, add it to your hand. So after you get 2 of those, you add this to your hand, and you can use it again as another resource. Really good for Domino. You get Strength, Energy, and Genius here, and then you get 3 copies of this 2-cost upgrade here, which is pretty good to play 1 at least, depending on what kind of deck you're playing. But when you make a ranged attack, so if you're using cards that do like ranged like damage, you can discard the top card of your deck. This card deals 1 additional damage for each resource icon discarded this way. So you could potentially do just 1 extra damage. Really great for picking off last minions that have 1 health, or picking off all those annoying tough cards on the scenarios that have a lot of toughs, or the villain. You could just poke a little tough off something, and then it's nice to continue on there and not have to waste something on there, you know? So really good there. That is going to be Domino and all of her hero-specific cards and her precon. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the Miranders, Super Strength, and Nasty Boys. Okay, I think the Miranders is next, so let's go ahead and jump into this here. Right, we have the Miranders here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Get rid of that. I got so much strength down there. Not a fresh pack. That's a fresh pack. Once you like fan it out sometimes, you can smell the fresh cardboard in there. Okay, so you get the Miranders here. It is a 7 modular set. Interesting. I don't know if this is where it starts or not, but these are all, okay, these are all, boom, check it out. These are all villains. So you get Vertigo, Riptide, Harpoon, Great Crow, Chimera, Blockbuster, and Arclight. So those are going to be the Miranders there. Interesting. And then you have the Morlock Siege, which is a main scheme. Mutant Massacre. Wait, what does this say to put them with? This says Miranders on side A, Morlock Siege, and expert mode, 2 modular sets, military grade. Okay, so here's the Miranders and here's the Morlock Siege. You get Morlocks. Protect the Morlocks. Then you get Hide. You get Rooted. You get Bolstered by Wraith. Push to the limit. Push it to the limit. Let me go and clean this up a little bit. It's okay. By any means, in the midst of chaos, Morandan ain't easy. Terrestrial control. Back in action. And then seek the weak. That is going to be the Morlock Siege encounter there. Scenario, Morlock Siege. 19 cards. Just threw me off because it didn't say the same thing as the Miranders, and I'm like, wait, what? But that is going to be that there. Here we have military grade scenario, which is recommended to play with the Morlock Siege there. You get heavy armament, titanium exoskeleton, inheritable collar, and then the Senator's supports. Okay, we have the Arclight, Mutant Slayer. Okay, interesting. You have Mutant Slayers. Which is also all of the, but these are minions now. They're not villains now. These are minions of the Miranders. Arclight, Blockbuster, Chimera, Grey Crow, Harpoon, Riptide, and Vertigo there. And Mutant Slayers, bound by business. Okay, so now that makes them the minions and not the villains. The first one were villains. A little confusing there, but I think we're getting our way here. Here is On the Run. Okay, so we have On the Run, Escaping Hope, Hope's Captor, hidden in the clutter, we get Favored Weapon, Bushwhack, Pure Force, Dizzying Deeds, Tag Team, and then you get, these are something else. Okay, that is going to be On the Run there, the scenario. All right, they started getting a little tricky and seeing what is what when they stopped doing the, oh, she has a backside. Okay, these I know these have backside, but Hope and Hope's Captor. Desperate and then Confident. They start getting tricky when they stop doing the numbers and stages. I miss the numbers and stages. Some of them have it, some of them don't. Like the Mutant Genesis has X-Men. Sorry, the Mutant Genesis Magneto has stages. I think Sinister does not have stages. Actually, I'm not sure. I can't really remember. I need to go back into all the unboxings and stuff. But that is a fresh pack. This is a fresh pack. Oh my goodness. I know that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had also A and B. All right, here we have the Nasty Boys. Nasty Boys. Gorgeous George, Hairbag, Ramrod, Ruckus, and Slab. And then this is going to be Get Nasty. That is going to be the, I guess, the modular set there. I don't remember these from the cartoon. Excuse me, or growing up and watching them. I do remember Juggernaut. Okay, so Juggernaut has stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 here. Okay, check it out. And he has 18 cards. Okay, so Mr. Juggernaut Kane here. The Unstoppable Juggernaut, Juggernaut's Helmet, Head of Steam, Building Momentum, 2 copies of Breakthrough, 2 copies of Flatten. He's got 2 copies of Ground Pound, 2 copies of Trample, and 3 copies of Torok Exemplar. Juggernaut looks beefy. Juggernaut gets +1 attack for each momentum counter here. Oh my goodness, that is not good. So there's ways for him to even get momentum counters to make him even crazier and stronger. That is scary. All right, looks like loads of fun. Looks like he's going to just beat everybody up as well. All right, yeah, Juggernaut is one of the coolest villains of all. He's like the, I probably shouldn't say this, but he's probably the Bane of the DC. Here is Hope Summers. Hope Summers here, Captive Hope. That is going to be Hope Summers. Here we have Black Tom Cassidy, Creeping Willows, 4 Creeping Willows, and then Making Green, a sound thrashing there. Okay, cool. Here we have Mr. Sinister. Now we all know Mr. Sinister here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Here's the main scheme, Sinister Intent, taking off, bulking up, forcing in, and Sinister ends. That's going to be the main scheme here for Mr. Sinister. He's got a lot of main schemes there. Okay, we'll put that off to the side there. Now let's go ahead and look at all the treachery cards, right? This is super strength. This is something else as well. Okay, so here we have Sinister Disguise, Sinister Soldier, Teleported Away, Genetic Mastery, Molecular Control, Sinister Strike, and Sinister Scheme. It also has 5 flight cards, which is going to be High Ground, Out of Reach, Aerial Bombardment, Flight. Then he's got Super Strength, which is Super Strength, Impervious, Throw Object, and I'll Take That. That is going to be the modular sets here for Mr. Super Strength. There's also one more that says I'll Take That, that is here, which is 5 cards there. And that is going to be Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinestro, not Sinestro, Sinister. Oh, okay. All right, that is going to be that there. And we have the last one here. I don't think X Factor has a campaign. I think the campaign was part of the scenarios. I think this was one that didn't come with campaign cards. I may be wrong. I'm wrong. Just kidding. There's campaign cards. Mutant Insurgent. Okay, so extreme measures. This is... Okay, here is Strife's cards. This is going to be a scenario here. This one goes with Mr. Sinister. Like I said, like I told y'all. This is going to be telepathy, manufactured drama, sowing discord, one step ahead, one step ahead. So this is telepathy. Okay, I think this all goes with Mr. Sinister as well. This is just his like upgrades and stuff like that, or modular sets. This is Strife here, 1, 2, and 3. Master, Liberation, Front, Psionic. This here is the bad guy. Okay. Uncontrollable power. Left to your fate. Strife's Grasp, and then Living Bomb. This is going to be for Hope Summers. I vaguely remember Strife as a kid and them actually chasing Hope Summers. Mental Transferal, Mind Alteration, Mind Trap, Psionic Amnesia, Psychic Inertia. You get 0, Cerebral Erasure. There's some big words here for Elmo. Telepathy, Camouflage, Psionic Surge, Psionic Override, and then 3 copies of Psionic Wave. This looks like a lot. Strife looks like a lot, which looks like my kind of villain. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and main scheme here and Strife. Okay, that is going to be the unboxing there for the villains. Let's go ahead and go into extreme measures here, which is a modular set, right? You get strobe, tempo, Thumbelina, wide side, and extreme measures. You get mutant insurrection. Okay, insurrection. Dragoness, forearms, Reaper, Samurai, and Mutant Insurrection there. And then you get the campaign cards here. So that is going to be modular sets there. This is the campaign. And then you get Hope Summers as a basic. You can put her in anything. After you play Hope Summers from your hand, search your deck for a superpower card and add it to your hand. Okay, so she's a basic that goes there. Here we have assemble the team, establish safe house, gear up, mission prep, practice maneuvers, prepare defenses, 4 copies of pouches here, 1 safe house lady, mastermind, malice, scrambler, vanisher, under pressure, and overburden. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the unboxing for our X-Force Next Evolution. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our entire, put that onto the side, our entire unboxing. We're finally caught up. Now we can get to the meat of all the content. It was a lot. I'm probably going to start doing videos not every day now, probably doing every other day, because it'll be more structured content instead of just unboxing content. But make sure to subscribe. We have just started. We are here for the long run. We got deck lists coming, gameplay coming. There's going to be so much Marvel Champions content coming your way. I say I'm not going to do every day, but I'm probably going to do every day or every other day or every... Yeah. I'm gonna start doing live streams as well. I'll go ahead and link that down below, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do any of that other crazy stuff, let me know in the comments down below, which is your favorite villain of this scenario box, and what is your favorite aspect to play Cable? I'm looking forward to do a lot of the Juggernaut here. Mr. Sinister looks fun. Strafe looks fun. The multi-villain guys, I need to learn and read and what they do and how to do that whole interaction. But that looks insane. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching this unboxing video. If you want more of Marvel Champions, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video right here. And for more of our unboxing videos, we have pretty much unboxed the entire collection from core all the way up to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that you can find in this playlist here. So make sure to check it out. This is Dark Matter Wolf reminding you that you matter here at the Wolf's Den of Champions. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. We're so close to 100 subscribers, and I can only get there with your help. So let's go ahead and hit that, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.